everybody, Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report Practice Edition. Special sighting, unexpected interview here at practice today as the Celtics get back from their West Coast trip. Danilo Gallinari checking in as his recovery, 7 months out from ACL surgery. Continues 6 months actually from the surgery, about 7 months since he tore it. His trajectory continues on schedule, he said to us today, as he continues to keep the playoffs in mind as he works out day in and day out, continues to check the boxes, specifically on strength of one leg versus the other. He isn't close to 3-on-3, 4-on-4 work. That's still potentially weeks away. He doesn't see that happening within the next week or two here. But he does remain optimistic that he can return at some point or another, either this season or next season with the Celtics. He does, of course, have a player option return that he'll almost certainly pick up after missing this season. He did say the playoffs, though, difficult spot to return in. I think we all assume this, not playing for a year, trying to build up his strength in practice environments where there may not be many of those into a postseason. And then, of course, there's postseason intensity that you have to reach, never mind your normal level of intensity, ramping back up from an injury like this, a second injury to that knee. So I think you saw some pessimism emerge today in terms of whether we'll see him with the team or not. I still sense that the Celtics don't expect him to play this year. I think it will be miraculous if he does return in the time that is in front of them. I think June even, NBA Finals, probably the earliest you can imagine him coming back in terms of an ACL timeline, especially when I asked him today whether he would push and come back sooner than even recommended from this injury and just gut it out to try to help this team win a championship. And that's not exactly how he's looking at it. Here's what he had to say about that.
Of course, at this stage, maybe you want to push a little more, but at the same time, it's I'm older, but I'm far from being done with basketball. So you don't wanna risk it too much because you still you're not that young, but you still got some years to play. So you just want to do the best way to do it. Just listening to your knee, and whatever the knee is telling you, that's the path. And the path that you got to follow and the things that you got to do day by day.
So you still look at it as you want to play for a long time now?
Yeah, for sure.
Sign up at FanDuel.com/Boston and get in on the action with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet.
So I think that might have been the one glimmer of hope we potentially had to see Gallinari this year, is if he really rushed back. And I think his urgency's been high. He's been on road trips. He's been in the gym constantly. The shot looks great, by the way. Derek White today commenting on something I've said, that everything Gallinari puts up seems to fall. You can imagine how he would have helped the Celtics in spots, specifically lately when that offense gets stagnant. But they'll need to wait till next year, I think. And that's fine for now. I think they found a rotation. We talked about that in one of our other practice Garden reports here. Rob going to the bench, White into that starting lineup. Grant starting to find himself, but that's the big one. Is Grant Williams back next year? Can Gallinari at that point, if Grant departs the Celtics in free agency, step into that role and be effective after tearing his ACL this year? I think that's the bigger question for the Celtics into the future as they address this roster next summer. Rather than any way Gallinari can help them right now. But the support's been real. You see him joking around with White, wanting to do the interview together today. His spirits are great, which is, I think, a great thing after really a tough injury looking back in August, and set off a bunch of difficult developments into this season, as well as the Jaylen Brown trade saga. We discussed that in our other Garden report here on Celtics All Access, CLNS Media. All of these interviews, including Gallinari, are available there, and they're brought to you by Athletic Greens. athleticgreens.com/garden gets you 5 free travel packs when you sign up for a subscription over there, as well as a year's supply of immune boosting vitamin D. It's vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, probiotics, all the things you need for your body. You can get in different places or all at once, and share it with athleticgreens.com/garden. And BetterHelp, licensed therapists on your phone, available to you, ones that are right for you and your schedule. That's BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/garden is going to get you a discount on your first month when you head over there. That's BetterHelp.com/garden. No timeline, no timetable, no update on Gallinari except for recovery continuing to go well. and a challenge ahead for him to get back in time to help the Celtics this postseason with just 9 games left. He is weeks out from on-court work. That's our update for now. We'll continue to have them here. I'm Bobby Manning for the Garden Report at Celtics Practice.